Hello guys, and welcome to Lurking Chimera Gaming, and it is I, your host, Neo. I decided that I'd give the Game Boy Advance emulator on the Switch a go, and because they decided to add Sacred Stones to the game system thing. And I always wanted to try the GBA games. My first game happened to be Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS, and I never really got a chance to play the older Fire Emblems because I was just kind of too young to really know about them when they initially came out. I was always more of like a Pokemon fan, which I might try to play some of that on here eventually, but I've heard from a bunch of people that this is a really good game. And I play Fire Emblem Heroes, and some of the characters I really like from that are from this game too. And so a lot of people have said that a good starting point into the advanced games is Sacred Stones. So I think I'll give that a go. I don't know how many chapters we'll play, since I don't really know how long chapters in Sacred Stones is. So why don't we go ahead and start? New game. I'm going to be playing on easy because I am a little baby, and like I said, my first games were Awakening, which weren't super hard anyway. Maybe eventually I'll try these, especially if you guys want to see me struggle. Prologue. The Fall of Renais. In an age long past, evil flooded over the land. Creatures awash in the dark tide ran wild, pushing mankind to the brink of annihilation. In its despair, mankind appeared to the heavens, and from a blinding light came hope. The Sacred Stones. I'm really excited to try this game. These 5 glorious treasures held the power to dispel evil. The hero Grotto and his warriors used the sacred stones to combat evil's darkness. They defeated the Demon King and sealed his soul away within the stones. With the darkness imprisoned, peace returned to Magvel. But this peace would not last. ... The continent of Magvel. For some 800 years, a quiet peace reigned in the absence of the terrible darkness. The sacred stones have been passed from generation to generation. Nations have been built around their power and their legacy. The kingdom of Renais, ruled by Fado, the fearless warrior king. The kingdom of Frelia, ruled by Hayden, the venerable sage king. Venerable? The kingdom of Johanna, ruled by Ismare, queen of the White Dunes. I really hope she gets added to Fae one day, she's so pretty. The theocracy of Ralston, ruled by Mansell, the divine emperor. Sorry, speech impediment, guys. The Grotto Empire, ruled by Vigard, the stalwart, silent emperor. These 5 countries house the power of the sacred stones. They are joined by the emerging mercantile republic of Crescino. In these times of peace, tales of past conflict have drifted into legend, and memories of the ancient dark arts have all but evaporated. It is now the year 803. In an instant, the whole of Magvel is threatened by an unexpected atrocity. The Grotto Empire, the largest of the Sacred Stone nations, has invaded the kingdom of Renais under the order of Emperor Vigard. A longtime ally of Grotto, Renais is caught off guard, unable to mount any resistance. Grotto's forces move quickly, seizing one territory after another. Compounding King Bado's worries, his son, Prince Ephraim, has gone missing. Grotto's momentum carries its armies to the gates of Castle Renais itself. Renais will fall. It is inevitable. I'm not going to read all the text, I just thought I'd read the little like exposition story pieces like that. The characters will probably, I'll just leave it up on the screen for a minute or two and let y'all read it. He's such a good king. I wonder if they're going to add all the Kingdom Kings to Fae, because they have added Vigard to the game. And of course we have the lords, and such as like Erica and Ephraim and all that. So maybe this will give me more investment if they do end up adding characters like them. That's such a good guy. Oh no, not the mages against armor knights. If you guys want, I might do little like polls, ask you which characters you would like me to use, because I really have no idea who's good and who's bad. And I don't really necessarily care about that, but might have... Sorry, distracted by the story. It might add some little oomph to the game. Make it a little bit more bearable for the people that have played a few times to make time pass, if you know what I mean. God, he looks like a bad guy. I like his dragon though, it looks really cool. I really like the GBA sprites for these games. They look really good. Sometimes I wish we would kind of go back to stuff like this, but at the same time, I like the newer models and all that as well. So, I know some of the characters, because like I said, Faye has added quite a few of them. And I know that you have to use characters such as Erica and Ephraim and all that on their respective routes. And I've heard a lot of people say Seth is one of the best characters in the game, so I'll probably end up using him, and he just looks really cool, and I really like Cavaliers anyway, so I'll probably end up sticking with him. And I know that you get Franz and Gillum pretty early on. I don't know how armor knights really work in this one, if they're like any good or any bad, because I know like every game is different. But I think I'll probably end up using him because I really like to use him in Fae, and I know that's a completely different game and you can customize units out the wazoo. But I just think he looks really neat, so. I know it'll be a while before we get enough characters to really kind of start switching out and figuring out who's better and all that good stuff. So I think I'll just leave a question for everyone if they want to answer. Who is your favorite Sacred Stones character? I've seen quite a few just from being around from a time. I'm kind of stuck between Gillum and probably Dusel or LaRachel. She's so cute. From what I've heard, she's kind of airheaded and ditzy, and that's kind of one of my favorite, like, tropes, I guess you could say. So it'll be really fun to try to use her. Hoping she's a mage and not a staff user. Like, in the end, I'm pretty sure she starts out as a staff. So, as long as I can end up using her as a mage and a healer, I will be absolutely over the moon with that. I'm just gonna kind of skip through most of these like little tutorial things because I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to play, or at least I know how to play. There might be some little ones that I might like catch in about because it might be slightly different from like how other games work. Because I know in Awakening, thieves just get a lockpicking skill and you don't have to have lockpicks. But in this one, thieves have to use lockpicks and they're a limited durability item. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, so she seems speedy, but not very hard hitting, which makes sense. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the first games to... No. I'm thinking of Lynn's game. It's like Lynn's game's the first one to introduce lords that aren't just sword bound, because there's Ellawood. I always get their names mixed up, and you people are probably gonna rip me to shreds for that. It's gonna be Ellawood who uses lances and Hector who uses axes. Kinda hoping that maybe after I beat Sacred Stones, maybe I can try out Lynn's game. I'm not too certain about that because I know Lynn's path is the like quote-unquote prologue, easy path. And then Ellawood gets harder, and then Hector is literally called Hector Hard Mode. And I don't think I'm good enough at these games for a hard mode, but we shall see. Well, he's also on a force, isn't he? So that's gonna make it harder to hit him, right? At least in the later games, if they've taught me anything, and it's probably true for this, if it's not 100%, it's 50%. Oof. Ouch. Of course she gets a crit. That's probably story. Oh, please be a good level up. Give me strength and speed, strength and speed, strength and speed. That's not horrible. Defense is always good, I guess. Skill, I think, ups her crit chance, so she already crits pretty good. But she needs speed not to... I think this game has weight and constitution and all that, so that's always fun. So she needs more strength to not be slowed down, and if not strength, speed, so that the weight penalty doesn't affect as much. So we shall see, we shall see. So I'll probably play through this prologue and then maybe chapter 1, and then we'll see where we are from there, and I might just leave it be for there, and then maybe in a day or two, or maybe a little bit longer. Ooh, Tana, she's so cute. Try to upload like chapter 2 and 3. Might try to upload about two chapters every now and again, so I can get through it at an okay pace. Some days I might be able to do more, upload a couple, like 3 or 4 chapters at a time instead of just 2. But I think 2 is going to be a good starting point for everyone to see how things go. Do you guys have any opinions on if you want shorter videos, longer videos, etc., etc.? You'll just have to let me know. Oof. My armor knights never crit, so that's painful to watch. And I have a feeling he's going to be a right pain in my butt. It's a good thing I'm a rapier user. If her brother's who I think it is, I don't care for him. He's kind of a butt. So we shall see. And if I'm not mistaken, do we get 1 or 2 characters here? I've seen some people play the beginning of this, and I can't ever remember how many characters we get. I think it's 2. I think we get Friends and Gillum. And when they pop up, I'll try to open up their stats and all that for you, so we can take a gander at them. Let's see. We're gonna go with Sethi Boy. And we're gonna attack with a sword because it's got the weapon advantage. And it's just a simple axe brigand, so they're not too awfully terrifying. And plus, he's just good. I mean, look at that. He deals 21 damage, and the enemy's only got 21 HP, so... Yep, there he goes. I don't remember if he's a pre-promote, though. Unit. Seth, oh, he is a pre-promote. He's a paladin. So... Buddy Boy here is a paladin info. Oh. I'll figure it out some other time off stream. But he's a paladin, which is a promoted unit from a cavalier. And that's one reason why he's so strong early game. So hopefully with everything, he will be one of our better units. So Erica, we're gonna move her to the house and visit and see what goodies we might be able to get. Nope, just information. So I know from the later games to always try to use things like the forests and the forts to your advantage. Ah, there we go. It is Gillum and Friends. So we would definitely be using Gillum because I really like him. Friends, ugh, I'm not too awfully certain on if we're gonna use it. That's weird, he's pre-damaged. Oh. Yay, allies! It's just a scratch. I like the little faces in the corner. Trade, brands. He's got more than one vulnerary. What you talking about? I have a vulnerary. I have no idea how to say that word. I hope it doesn't make me use it. What is it? At night. Is that Jigger and Seth? Sorry, I forgot to like slow down on the reading. I kind of got in the habit of just pressing A for the tips to kind of ignore them. I will put him here. Wait. Let's see if how Erica does with this. Okay, so she does not kill unless she gets a crit. And he's just gonna one round. I'll at least use her to chip at him, and then maybe have Seth finish him off, or maybe have Seth go hit this guy, so that way we don't have to worry about him hurting Erica, because the other guy is only gonna deal 8 damage and she's got 9 health. Oh, or he's just gonna go straight for Gillum, which is fine by me. More experience for him. Ooh, 29. Nice. Straight for Seth. I didn't realize I put him in danger zone for him, but I guess Seth doesn't really have the danger zone this early on. So we'll put Erica here. Use a vulnerary. Move our Tinky Boy here. Also use a vulnerary. Move Seth. Yeah, we'll keep this one on. Move Seth here. Can I click them and see? Oh, I can click them and see their movement range. So I'll actually move Brands down here. That way he's closer by, but he's not in the way of the axe user, because he's only lance locked right now. Oh, they're all just going after Gillum. Jesus. Good thing my boy's bulky. I'm surprised they didn't go after Erica, but maybe they have some sort of AI info to avoid avoidance bonuses. Have her kill him. Have him kill him. Move him there. Move Seth here. Move Gillum over here. I wonder if Erica can kill this guy. 20, 20. I have 100 hit. He has 51 hit. So, yeah. Oh. Always crits on the second hit, never the first. Every time. At least I got a weapon level increase from that. Gonna use Seth to get rid of this guy at least. That way there's one less trying to attack either Gillum or Erica. just move friends over here. I knew he was gonna go straight for Erica. I say, but he only has 20 hit because I'm in the forest. Yes! First turn crit. Finally. Oh! Speed. Cool. Luck will be okay to make it where we don't get, crit as often. Sorry, I had to think about what in the world luck does. Not, just rescue you. I'll go over here and wait. Okay, so the way we're gonna do this is like that. And then drop him there and wait. Okay. That way Erica can use this. And Gillum can use his. Maybe have Franz try to dent him a little bit. I don't think he'll completely heal off 4 damage. Kinda hope not. But we shall see. Okay, he only heals 2 of it. But that's like all for friends. So glad this guy can't crit. And it gives him some chip EXP. But I'm going to move him out of the way. Put Gillum in front. Okay, they can't crit each other, but keeps giving Gillum some chip EXP as well. So, just gonna leave him be a little bit. Hopefully I can hit this time. Because this next round, if he can hit, maybe it'll put him low enough. Okay. Nope. Okay. So I'm just going to move Gillum. Use that last vulnerary. Probably don't have to do that, but just in case Erica can't finish him off. I'll just have her wait. That way I can enemy face him, maybe? Or see how it goes. Because she has crit chance, but she also has a chance to miss. Oh, good god. This is gonna take a minute. That's their weapon triangle for y'all. It's gonna get back basically all that damage that Franz and Gillum chipped off. Okay. Use the last vulnerary. He can survive 2 hits, so I can player face him and enemy face him. And that should actually be enough to level him up as well. And that's why I said that we might only play like 1 or 2 chapters of this. Of course I didn't. Because sometimes the chapters can last a minute, depending on how you play it out. I can have Seth rescue if need be. Oh, she crit, so I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of the things you can guarantee is if you have the crit animation and you crit an enemy, you're guaranteed to hit. It's basically telling you, yeah, you hit them. I'm so glad she crit because that could not have been very good for me. Shrink? Yay! if I'm not mistaken, Erica doesn't have very high strength growths, so sometimes it takes her a minute or two to actually, be able to do anything. So I can't move her to C, so I'll just end the turn and then seize the throne. And then Erica gets to reunite. Yay! If I'm not mistaken, they are absolute best friends, and I love it. They're so cute. I think in between chapters, I'm going to look to see what support ranks people can get, because I think in this one, unlike in Awakening and later, where support's gonna give you like extra units and all that, different characters can support very select other characters, and they can give certain buffs or not debuffs, certain buffs and all that to your character depending on what rank you have. And then I think there are like quote unquote paired endings, but I'm not worried about that. I just want to make sure I get the best characters that I can to be next to each other so they buff each other in battle. Erica and her companions have liberated the border castle. Alongside Princess Tana of Frelia, they ride to their Frenelian capital. I can't wait to get her because I think she's a Pegasus rider. And I love the Pegasus Knights. She's an orphan now. Ooh, she's cute. Is Vanessa a Pegasus Knight? I think she is. I kind of hope she is, because she's so cute. I'll probably keep her on my team, especially if she is a Pegasus Knight, because like the mobility would be fantastic. And based on Mulder's design, I think that means he's a cleric. I've just heard so many people call him Mulder the Boulder. It's hilarious. Ooh, 5k gold. So I wonder who I'm gonna get in the next one if I'm getting all three of them now. I know eventually I get a guy and his son. Garcia, I think's his name. And Ross, I think is his son? I can never remember. There's so many characters to keep track of. If they're next, I think it would be pretty fun because I think Ross is a trainee unit, so like he gets to promote multiple times, and so you can invest a lot in him if you're careful and end up making him busted. But I think that's with a few different characters. Anyway, so that is all for chapter Paralogue in chapter 1. And I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. I'm so looking forward to playing more. And I hope to see you guys next time. See ya. Have a great night.